Welcome back to Who Died Today, where we pay tribute to the stars who made history and left an unforgettable mark on our lives. Today, we're diving into the legacies of four iconic figures who passed on October 25th across different years. From a horror master who made you shiver in your seat to an Irish rebel who lived as wildly off-screen as he did on. These legends changed the game in Hollywood, and one of them sparked a controversy so big, it almost ended their career. Our one pick is an actor who delivered one of the most famous performances in film history, a role that continues to inspire, shock, and bring joy to millions of fans. Can you guess who it is? Stick around, because the story behind this star's life will leave you absolutely floored. Before we jump in, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a tribute to the legends who shaped our culture. Now, let's dive into the untold stories of these incredible stars, including the controversies, triumphs, and iconic moments that made them true Hollywood royalty. Number 4. Viveca Lindfors, the woman who defied Hollywood. Born on December 29, 1920, in Uppsala, Sweden, Viveca Lindfors was an actress who defied conventions throughout her career. Her ability to bring life to diverse characters, from the enigmatic to the vulnerable, made her an unforgettable presence. She didn't just act, she embodied every role with grace and depth, turning ordinary performances into emotional masterpieces. Viveca made a lasting impression on both American and European cinema, with a career spanning over 5 decades. Dark City 1950, her Hollywood debut, that introduced her as a serious, talented actress. King of Kings 1961, a memorable role in a biblical epic that showed her acting range. Emmy Award winner recognized for her brilliant performances on television. Silver Bear for Best Actress won at the Berlin Film Festival for her extraordinary talent. One of Lindfors' closest friends and confidantes in Hollywood was fellow Swedish actress Ingrid Bergman, who often praised her for being one of the few who were more than just a pretty face. Lindfors was also a mentor to many younger actresses, always encouraging them to fight against being typecast, which was a major challenge for women in Hollywood. Known for her feminist views, Viveca was not just an actress, but a quiet revolutionary. Viveca once said, "There is no such thing as a small role, only small actors." I've always believed that it is our passion that makes a character, not the size of the role. This belief in the importance of craft over fame made her a respected figure among her peers. Beyond her own career achievements, Lindfors was a champion for women in the industry, advocating for more complex female roles during a time when actresses were often pigeonholed into traditional roles. Her second marriage to Don Siegel, the celebrated director of Dirty Harry, was often discussed in Hollywood. Though their marriage didn't last, their friendship endured throughout their lives. Her third husband, George Tabori, was an avant-garde playwright and director who greatly influenced her transition into more experimental roles on stage later in her career. Their partnership was more collaborative than romantic and shaped some of her later career choices. Together, they delved into experimental theater, pushing the boundaries of artistic expression. Lindfors, always seeking to expand her horizons, credited Tabori with helping her break free from conventional Hollywood stereotypes. Viveca passed away on October 25, 1995, but her contributions to both Hollywood and European cinema live on. She once said, "To leave a legacy in your work, that is the greatest gift. What do you think Hollywood would look like today if more stars had followed in Viveca's fearless footsteps?" Number 3. Forrest Tucker, the tall man of Hollywood. Born on February 12, 1919 in Plainfield, Indiana, Forrest Tucker was Hollywood's rugged, charming, tough guy. Towering at 6'8", his physical presence was only rivaled by his incredible acting prowess, which allowed him to seamlessly play both heroes and villains throughout his career. Tucker was more than the gruff character typecasting often placed him in. He was a talented, multifaceted actor who brought layers to every role. F Troop 1965 to 1967, playing the humorous Sergeant O'Rourke in this comedy series, made him a beloved figure. The Crawling Eye 1958, a standout role in this cult classic horror film. Nearly 100 film appearances from westerns to war dramas, his diverse roles showcased his acting versatility. Tucker was close friends with fellow actor John Wayne, and the two were known to frequent Hollywood parties together, often competing to see who could deliver the toughest lines on screen. Despite his on-screen tough guy persona, Tucker was deeply sensitive and struggled with the pressures of fame. His off-screen life mirrored many of the rugged characters he portrayed, but few knew of the internal battles he faced. Tucker once said, "The man in the mirror is always the toughest to face, but he's also the only one that matters." This quote resonated with fans and critics alike, reflecting his personal battles with alcoholism and the public scrutiny that followed him throughout his career. His struggle to reconcile his public persona with his private life was a common theme for actors of his generation. Tucker's third wife, Marilyn Johnson, was not as well known in Hollywood, but she was pivotal in supporting Tucker during his darkest times. She helped him through his battles with alcoholism, and their relationship was marked by both love and struggle. Tucker's closest confidant, however, was his longtime friend, Peter Graves, known for his role in Mission Impossible. The two bonded over their shared struggles in the industry, often giving each other advice on navigating the tricky politics of Hollywood. Forrest passed away on October 25, 1986, from complications related to lung cancer. If Forrest could look back at his career, do you think he'd be proud of the tough roles he played, or would he have sought something softer? Number 2. Vincent Price, the Gentleman of Horror. Born on May 27, 1911, in St. Louis, Missouri, Vincent Price wasn't just an actor, he was an institution. Famous for his iconic roles in horror films, Price was often described as the Gentleman of Horror. But there was so much more to this man than his dark, eerie performances. He was a lover of art, a gourmet chef, and a man who lived with an air of refined sophistication that few could match. House of Wax 1953 cemented his status as a horror icon. The Pit and the Pendulum 1961, a masterful performance in this Edgar Allan Poe adaptation. Michael Jackson's Thriller 1982, his voiceover in the legendary song, remains one of his most recognizable contributions to pop culture. While his horror roles were what made him famous, Price was known for his passion for art, cooking, and literature. He was close friends with Christopher Lee, another horror icon, and the two often shared insights into their respective film careers. Price's relationship with Boris Karloff was also deeply admired by fans, with Karloff describing Price as a man who brought class to the darkest corners of cinema. Price's friendships with these horror giants created a fascinating trifecta that dominated the genre for decades. Price was also a passionate advocate for the arts, once saying, "A man who limits his interests limits his life." "I refuse to be limited." His expansive career reflected this belief, as he explored everything from voice acting to fine art. Price's love of culture extended beyond the screen, and he became a notable art collector and historian, leaving behind a significant collection of art that is still celebrated today. Vincent's second wife, Mary Grant Price, was a renowned costume designer. Together they were a Hollywood power couple, known for hosting glamorous dinner parties where film and art intersected. Their cookbooks were a hit, blending their culinary and creative talents in unique ways. His daughter, Victoria Price, later wrote a biography about him, sharing intimate details of his life that were previously unknown to the public. Through Victoria's work, fans learned about the gentle, cultured side of Vincent Price that many had not seen. Vincent Price passed away on October 25, 1993, from lung cancer. What is your favorite Vincent Price moment, and do you think his legacy in horror still influences today's filmmakers? Number 1. Richard Harris, the Rebel with a Cause. Born on October 1, 1930, in Limerick, Ireland, Richard Harris was a Hollywood powerhouse, known for his rebellious spirit and larger-than-life persona both on and off the screen. From his early days in theater to his later iconic roles in films like Camelot and the Harry Potter series, Harris captivated audiences with every performance, leaving a trail of unforgettable characters in his wake. His refusal to conform to Hollywood standards only added to his magnetic appeal. Camelot 1967, his defining role as King Arthur. A Man Called Horse 1970 showcased his versatility and dedication to intense, physically demanding roles. Harry Potter 2001 to 2002, his portrayal of Dumbledore charmed a whole new generation of fans. Harris had a notorious reputation for his wild lifestyle, frequently partying with friends like Peter O'Toole. Their friendship was one for the ages, filled with stories of their escapades. O'Toole once said of Harris, he was a mad genius, one of the last true greats who lived life as if it were an epic. The pair's off-screen antics became legendary, but Harris was always reflective about his life's journey. His battles with alcoholism were well publicized, but he managed to overcome his demons later in life. Harris once said, "I've done a lot of things I regret, but none of them mattered because when the cameras rolled, I was exactly who I needed to be." This honesty and willingness to confront his past made him a beloved figure in the industry. Richard Harris was married twice, and his first wife, Elizabeth Rees Williams, was the mother of his 3 children, including Jared Harris, who became a respected actor in his own right. Jared once said of his father he was larger than life, but at home, he was a wise and caring father. Harris's children often reflected on his wild ways, but also spoke of the wisdom and love he brought into their lives. His close friendship with Peter O'Toole was one of Hollywood's great partnerships, both on screen and off. Richard Harris passed away on October 25, 2002, due to complications from Hodgkin's disease. His performances and personality left an indelible mark on cinema. How do you think Harris's portrayal of Dumbledore shaped the Harry Potter series? These 4 legends, Richard Harris, Vincent Price, Forrest Tucker, and Viveca Lindfors, each left an indelible mark on Hollywood and beyond. Harris's wild, rebellious spirit, Price's sophisticated mastery of horror, Tucker's commanding and versatile screen presence, and Lindfors' advocacy for complex female characters have not only shaped the history of cinema, but also left us with lasting lessons on living life fully and unapologetically. If you've enjoyed this tribute to these Hollywood giants, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who cherish cinema history. Let us know in the comments below what's your favorite moment from these incredible actors. We'd love to hear from you.